Hey everybody, I hope you guys are all doing okay. Welcome back to yet another episode of Let's Play Siralim Ultimate, where we are in the closing stages for the preparations that we need to build our universal Gate of the Gods party. The only thing left to do is to farm up a bunch of piety so that we can unlock and then upgrade the last few relics that we need. There are 3 relics that we need. Ooh, 410 is excellent. I'll show you what they are. I guess I should show them up until we unlock them. I'll show them. So the final relics that we need are Materium, Salus, 1000 Needles. And I'm gonna try to not only unlock them and get them to the minimum level required by the guide, but I'm gonna try to get them all the way to 100. That way we get all the achievements done in one go, and then we don't have to worry about them after that. Alright, looks like we've got decent realm properties, nothing too obnoxious in the visible properties. In the invisible properties, nothing too bad either. They've got extra health, but we should still be fine. Oh, ooh my god, they are a little bit tanky. So why are they so tanky? The extra health, obviously, strong against death? I don't think... I don't think the indirect damage has a type the same way that regular spells do. Or these guys are a bit easier to take down. Interesting realm we find ourselves in. Enemies are disarmed and we take less damage, which doesn't really help us that much. Ooh, shiny gems. I like shiny gems because they, I believe, are the thing that we just picked up that gives us loot. So if there are at least 4 more of them in this realm, could be lucrative indeed. And who are you? Griffin Master. Tell you what, let's do one more. And you can do this sort of action. Oof. Ouch. Yeah, maybe it's the fusion with revenants that is somehow making these enemies stronger than... Oh, okay. And they healed back most of their health because of the realm property, which is also annoying. But I... Seriously, dude? Man, come on. Okay, I guess these are like a kind of a boss fight type enemies, so they're gonna have more health than your typical enemies. But man, look at this. Look at this. So maybe this isn't gonna be a good realm to summon divination candle enemies if we're gonna be dealing with, you know, enemies that are this uncooperative. Okay, you know, let me read. So what's going on? Steel? What? Cancel. Wait, what was this? Hang on. Deals more damage. I don't understand why people are so tanky. There's clearly something that I'm not understanding. Oh yeah, the other thing is, so last episode we had to forfeit a realm because of the realm being bugged, and so our fortune bonus was reset to 0, and we've got to slowly bring it back to 100. And until we do that, we're going to be not getting as many resources as we could from our battles. Alright. Let's continue. What's your deal? Yeah, things are a little bit too durable in this realm for my liking. So what I'll do is I'll not summon anything. Oh, whoa! Look at this. 386. A ton of health. Primitive incantation. What is that? What is that? It's the third rarest stone that we found, but what is primitive? 7% more attack for each non-ethereal. That's very, very specific. Although I'm sure it kind of plays into some synergy that depends on other traits from creatures of the... Man, what the fuck happened? I was gonna say that it probably depends on other traits from other creatures of the same race. Okay. Let's just... Oh! Immediately get rushed by these guys. What's going on, Hang? What's going on? Simu... Man, fuck off. These vortexes! Just making my life miserable. Oh my god, okay. Good, I think we've at least we've dealt with these guys. Okay. So already we found a pretty rare netherstone. Happy about that. But not you know, we could, speaking of netherstones that we're not using, we could speed up the piety grind process by just grinding. Oh, hey, treasure from all sources. By grinding some of the netherstones we've picked up. The ones that don't have any traits, the ones that don't do anything interesting. We've got a lot of those, so that's something to consider. But I'm kind of holding on to my netherstones until my piety bonus goes a bit higher, which is based on the number of achievements you get. But converting some of our stones into piety could help us get other achievements by allowing us to spend that piety on other things. And there will be other things to spend that piety on once we are done unlocking relics. Like, we can upgrade the relics even after we've taken them all the way to level 100. That is one thing we could do with our piety, but even beyond that, we can spend the piety on other things at the Gate of the Gods. And that's something we haven't really experimented with or even looked at, because my first objective was to just unlock every single relic. Unlock and upgrade all the way to level 100, just to get the achievements. So, something to think about. Hey, we do need a couple of these guys for our Rune of Prophecies. So glad we ran into one of you guys. Hopefully the other enemy ends up being a nemesis creature. And you're not. Okay, whatever. Whatever, dude. And you came back. And come on. Just die. Thank you. Thank you. Alright. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, we've got to hand in the wood to the final set of houses. And enemies are not silenced. They are scorned. I tell you what, I'll just summon one group of these guys, and we'll see. We'll see if they are easy to take down. Okay, this isn't so bad. This isn't so bad. But because we're almost done with this realm anyway, we're not gonna spend too much on summoning them, especially because our fortune bonus is low, so it'll make it harder for us to get a return on the investment in terms of the power we're spending. Not that the power necessarily is even that important. Who's up here? Who is this? Just a random enemy that we never ran into? Okay. That's fine. Alright. You know what? I'm just gonna head on to the next realm. If that's okay with you guys. No need to obsessively hunt down every single enemy. But do make sure you hunt down every single chest. Because these chests could have something really nice for you. And I think we're done for now. So we're just gonna head back home and do all those things that I said we would do. Let's just do another raid. I want to get raids to 100. And wait, hang on. What do we, which training did we just complete? We just completed defense. So let's do some more health training. 355. Acceptable. Let's go. Okay, it seems fine. And no resurrections, so this should be good. Enemies aren't weirdly tanky either. And maybe we can silence enemies. I'm not sure which realm even allows you to do that, like consistently. I thought Zonte's realm would be the one, but that turned out not to be the case. Then I thought, okay, maybe it's the Amalgam Gardens, but then that wasn't it either. Maybe it's ooh, here, a whole bunch of Nemesis creatures. Maybe it's gonna be something in this realm. Alright, 2 undying enemies. They're fused with paragons, okay. Let's grab the key. Talk to you pretty quickly. And let's continue. Take these guys down. Grab that paintbrush. And I think that person below us on the map is just a civilian who's going to give us some treasure. Because I don't think there's any master that looks like this. Okay, this is going to be the animation master. Yeah, I could tell that just from how he looked out in the world. Alright, let's try and end this quickly, or I guess they are gonna try and okay, they're gonna make life difficult for us, so let's try and approach this in the traditional way. God, let's wait for us to eventually get our turn and just do that. And then do this. And this should end. What the fuck? Man, if it's something due to one of their traits, I'm just gonna try and get rid of that. Okay, come on. Hopefully this is it. There we go. Tanky fight. Oh, we got through it. Alright. It might be the Paragons. I think some of the Paragons have defensive traits. Possibly. Speaking of Paragons, that's definitely a nice thing to find, and that's a nice bonus to have. Are we gonna silence any enemies in this realm? It's an open question. So, hang on. They have extra defense, but like, what else is causing them to be this damage resistant? Hard to say. Oh, easy. I guess it must be that, you know, some Paragon traits that they are only occasionally rolling with. Alright. Now let's go in there, and we will summon some candle enemies. We won't go too crazy trying to kill them. We'll just, as usual, kill the ones that are hey, look at this piece of garbage. We'll kill the ones that are on our way as we explore the rest of this realm. Alright, grab this, and let's go ahead and do one day we're gonna have to find this gosh darn card. Where haven't we gone? That area, and then where would the exit be? All the way. Okay, so alright, I see. I understand. Alright. So if enemies are I'm thinking about that card we got and the partial set bonus from the Paragon set. Enemies that are silenced deal less damage. Now most of the time, outside of boss fights, enemies that are feared isn't what we want. Most of the time, enemies outside boss fights, when they're silenced, will only be able to attack you or like do other non-spell actions, like, you know, defending, provoking, or just skipping their turn. I don't know if enemies ever do that, but we don't really care that much about non-boss fights because most of them are like, if you're struggling with regular fights like trash mob fights, then clearly there's some work you need to do on your build. I know early on in the series, when my build was a much weaker iteration of what you see today, we did occasionally struggle against trash mobs, Again, you know, depending on what the realm properties were. So if you're struggling against trash mobs, that's basically an indicator that your build needs a bit of work. I'm like, how would this work against boss fights? Because in boss fights, enemies are, like, you can silence enemies, but they're resistant, meaning it won't completely stop them from casting spells. It'll just, like, partially stop them. Similar to when my animatus gets certain debuffs applied to it in boss fights. It is resistant to them, meaning outside of boss fights it is simply immune, but in boss fights it's not completely immune, but in boss fights it gets like a lesser version of them. So like, okay, if that happens, if at least the damage reduction applies, if enemies are hit with the lesser version of that debuff, then it could be useful, but I don't know for a fact if that is how it's gonna work. You know what? I'm gonna check something. That is, what is the final debuff gonna be that we get from this? Bomb, okay. So not silence. And pretty thoroughly done with this realm. Okay, we'll head home, we'll hand in this project, and then we'll continue. And I think we've got a boss fight coming up. Oh yeah, Pandemonium Shrine spawn chance. Keep doing pilgrimages. And I think 40 is the lowest that we have anywhere. So we'll keep scrolling, and the first one we see at level 40, that's the one we'll do. And let's... Oh no, we've got one more fight before we get our next nether boss fight. Okay, Eternity's End. Maybe this is a place where we can silence enemies. The reason I keep wondering is because... Man, what? Oh! Okay. So they're fused with elves, which means a couple different things. We're gonna have to change our macro for you. For you. Alright. We've got to kill a rebel. And they have a chance to resist our damage, which is very annoying. Alright. Alright. You know what, don't want to have to do this, but I feel it is a kind of mandatory, just because this is a... Yeah, them being fused with elves is not good. Okay, so this is a decently high rarity netherstone. Mangle on turn and aura on provoke. Like, two different things on two different kinds of actions. I mean, that lowers its effectiveness somewhat. Alright, let's do this. And let's try this. Man, come on. Yeah. if enemies have that chance to resist damage, every once in a while one of them will just annoy you to no end. Ooh, and the chest is a mimic? Wait, hang on, was that the quest objective? No, it was just a random enemy that dropped a chest, or was that a realm thing? Like, we kill an enemy and they drop a chest. I'm a little bit confused. Either way, not a bad thing by any means. You know, getting extra chests. Alright. Again. We do it like this, and there we go. Jesus, man. Okay, good. I was worried that the guy was about to become immune to damage. Alright, nothing in either of the chests. Jesus, alright. Man, come on. Come on. There we go. And we're gonna have to fight a master as well. Under these relatively slow combat circumstances. Right, you know what? What are the... We only have 3 buffs and no debuffs. Tauren rules over this place. But let's... There we go. Man, come on. Man, come on. There we go. Enemies are feared. Alright, so we are debuffing enemies by interacting with these things. And this damage resistance is irritating me, but we did kill these guys. Okay. There we go. That's what I like to see, and because they're silenced, you know, we all know what's about to happen. We all know what's about to happen. We are about to get some Pandora action going on. And Jesus, man. Okay. Alright. Alright. There we go. Excuse me? Why are they... Why are they... Pieces of garbage. Why do they have the weak version of the silence debuff and not the strong version? Why? Hang on, that's... Like, that changes everything. I don't know if I would have even summoned like Pandora enemies under this circumstance. Alright. So, okay. Well, we can... That really ruins everything. Pretty much. Oh my god. Okay, come on. Okay, these guys are at least dealt with. Protected, really? I mean, the exit is there, so you know, I'll deal with these guys. Yeah, why do they have the weak version of this debuff? Resistant to debuffs. Oh my god, that's why. It's a realm property. They are. You know what? That's on me. Now I know that this is a thing that can happen. Okay. Sadly, this means that this realm is going to be a bit of a nightmare with all of these Pandoras running around. So what does the resistant version of Silenced even do? Because clearly it's not stopping them from casting spells. I think they cast spells at like 50% effectiveness or something like that. Like something that clearly isn't helping us, because what's bothering us isn't the fact that their spells are doing anything, it's the fact that their spells are wasting our time. Oh my god, come on, man. Just finish this piece of garbage. Okay, yeah, I messed up, but at least I learned something. The whole resistance to debuffs thing, I always saw that as like a non-event that wasn't really helping the enemy much. And it's true. Normally, it doesn't really matter whether enemies are resistant to debuffs or not. But in this very specific case, it does matter. It matters tremendously. And now I need to not only navigate this realm, but I've got to find this realm objective. Yeah, okay. We messed up slightly. Fuck off, man. Ugh. Man, what are you fucking serious, man? What the fuck off. See, look at this guy. Are you fucking kidding me, man? Okay. Okay. At least give me a card. You're not even gonna do that. Okay, whatever. Whatever. Yeah, down with everything. This guy. Alright. And even though I feel bad about it, I'm gonna try and avoid most of these Pandoras that I summoned. Because look at this. Ugh. Yeah, resistant to debuffs. Completely counteracts the thing that makes these Pandoras easy to fight when they're silenced. Man, what? What are you doing, man? You just gotta... Okay. Yeah, okay. Finish you off. And there's another one there. Alright. We're gonna end up killing most of these. Okay. Man, what? Why are they... Oh, they're healing pieces of garbage. They're resisting all this damage. Ugh. So painful. Right, what's left? Is there any part of this realm that we haven't been to? Sadly, yes, there are a couple parts of the realm. Oh, man. How long has this episode been going? 35 minutes, okay. So this is costing us a lot. So somehow they killed our mimic. No, I was looking at the recording time. I have no idea what was responsible for that. Oh my god, man. Come on. Come on. Okay. I have half a mind to just run away, but it is against my nature to leave, you know, chests in a realm, like places where there could be chests, unexplored. Yeah, this is unbearable unless you have them silenced. This is just unbearable. Oh my god, come on. Okay, come on, man. I mean, if one of them gave me their card, that would just vindicate this entire exercise. But somehow I don't think that's gonna happen. Oh, man. I didn't know that trash mobs were allowed to have the resistance thing. I thought that only happened in boss fights. I thought that only happened in boss fights. Okay, let's try and avoid this guy. Alright, grab that, grab this. Let's try and just avoid as many of these as we can. Wait for that guy to go up, and I think we've successfully gone through, and there's not going to be anything in that passageway. At most, it'll be like one of the resources we need for our projects, and we can always just find that in the next realm. Okay, well, that was a learning experience, I guess. You know what, let me check something. How many keys do we have? A lot, but not enough. We're gonna need a lot more than that. Okay, now we are gonna have another boss fight against the aspects of Meraxis, and we're gonna go into the Arachnid Nest. And the boss is right there, as luck would have it. What are we dealing with? She doesn't seem that bad. Get some treasure out of you. Out of you. Out of you. And I think we can switch back to what? Oh my god. I was gonna say, I think we can switch back to the reincarnation stuff. The reincarnation macro. Alright. 6 more enemies. And the master, of course. And the master is right here. The might master. Let's do this. And let's maybe try and win. Okay, we have less attack damage. That is hurting us pretty badly. But we should still be fine. There we go. These guys are... oh my god, they're annoying because they've shuffled the timeline. What assholes. Alright. Grab you. Is there... should we summon some dudes? You know what, let's go ahead and summon some dudes. It's been so long since we last found one of the cards that we were actually farming for. Maybe today's the day. And they have extra health as well, which isn't helping us. But we're still managing. Alright, we go this way now. What have we here? We've got a few chests. And get through that. All right. Let's see how long we've been going, because I really would. Okay, 43 minutes. Hopefully nothing awful happens. Like, hopefully we don't have to repeat any realms. I would like to end this episode for once in under an hour. I don't have like any place I need to be. I could play longer, but I do want to do other things. Ooh, hey, we're about to get a skin. Another clockwork skin. So no cards, but I think this is the second skin we found while farming this specific enemy, the antique skin. So at least there's that. At least we have that. To, like something to show for our efforts. Trying to hunt these guys, and their card. Right. Alright. Grab that. Have we donated? Yes, we have. 10 more enemies. That's a lot of enemies. Snare is a great debuff. I tell you what, let's just go ahead and talk to you. pretty quickly. You are snared. So I think we're just gonna try and deal with you the old-fashioned way, which is to try and hit you with a powerful feign death. And then, if you somehow survive, hit you with some heavy attacks and spells from our animatus. Oh, are you just immune to indirect damage? Well, are you also immune to getting punched in the face? It doesn't look like it. So, despite 70% less attack damage, and 200% extra defense, and 259% extra health, you really didn't amount to much, did you? Nothing there. Nothing there. And our fortune is finally back to 100. Alright. 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 And there's a few rooms that we need to explore. And we'll do one more realm after this one, I think. What are we at? We're close to 50 minutes, 47 minutes. Yeah, we'll do one more realm after this one. And then I think at that point we'll be on the verge of doing another false god fight, but we'll leave that for the next episode. Alright. Lovely. Alright, hang on. Hang on, how is everything connected? We can go down like this, but then there's nothing there, okay. Okay, these guys took a bit, but we killed them in the end. Alright. We're getting close to another favor rank with Regalis. I don't think, in fact, I know that we're not going to be able to reach it in this realm, just because there aren't going to be enough objects for us to interact with. And what the hell is this? Oh, it was just an enemy who was stuck at the end of that corridor, looking quite confused for a moment. I thought maybe it was some strange new object that we hadn't come across yet, but no, it was just an enemy being weird. And I think we're done. I think we're done. Alright. To the next realm we go, and I think it's going to be a regular realm with no bosses. Yeah. 400 is a wonderful bonus. And we're just going to go to a random realm. Alright. Let's try and get to the next favor rank as quickly as we... You know what? I think the next favor rank would have been the one that gives us more treasure from all sources. So maybe I shouldn't have opened those chests just yet. Ah, they've got rebirth, really? That's annoying. Okay. They're inhabited by revenants and fused with beacons. Alright. Yeah. Hey, look at that! We got a card from the loot. Plague Bearer? Or is it the is it the Forsaken that's the race, or the Plague Bearer that is the race? It's why did the first one give us loot and then the second one didn't? I don't get it. Anyway, let's just clean things up. Bomb. I don't think we can silence enemies in this round. Blind them. Doesn't really help us. Arbitration is great because it means that they're not going to be resurrecting in that battle at least. And I don't really feel too good about summoning candle enemies when enemies are potentially going to be resurrecting in a lot of the battles. So we won't do it unless we can somehow silence enemies. Alright. Let's remind ourselves we want to do B and D. And we do not get B and D. Three more enemies. Right. Champion enemies are... Well, at least nobody's gonna be coming back, and hopefully this explosion finishes you. There we go. Well, I wasn't paying attention to when it happened, but we are now at above 9 million power, which is great. I think our power troubles are well and truly over. I don't think we are ever gonna have to worry ever again about not making enough power to cover the things that we're spending power on. That is re-rolling at the re-rolling the realm properties at, you know, the portal. Man, come on. Not getting the good loot that we wanted. But you know what? We found 2 cards in random loot this episode, so maybe I shouldn't complain too much. Alright, you guys are now down. No more wandering enemies, but we do have to find this master who might be... No, not in here. Might be... Where are you, man? Did we just walk past him? Hang on. Let me pick this up quickly. Also, how long have we been going? 54 minutes. Oh yeah, we can easily end this in under an hour. Surely nothing's gonna... Surely nothing's gonna go that horribly wrong that we cannot end this episode in under an hour. Alright, what is your deal? You are the... Okay, this is a bit annoying because I think these guys can interrupt our spells. Potentially... Okay, hang on a second. let me just blank slate. Okay, now let me entangling roots, and a lot of them have lost their turns, so that's great. The Dreadwhite is very far down. Alright, now, you know what? Star Pact? I don't know, man. Maybe this? Oh, seriously, dude? Okay, come on. Man, what? There we go. Man, come on. Come on. Okay. What? They changed our fucking... Annoying enemy. Man, and fuck off and just die. Pieces of garbage. Okay, well, we won. And we are done. So let's just find the exit and head home. Yeah, we're not going to summon anything extra in this realm. We're just going to head home and call it good. Call it a day. Where's this? Man, okay. Where's the exit? Oh, like I walked everywhere except where the exit is. Oh my god. Seriously, what? Am I blind? Oh, it's over there. Okay. Okay, come on. Come on. Let's head home. Yeah. Easy. Let's head home. Alright. What time are we at? 58 minutes. Alright. Well, if nothing else, at least we're gonna end this episode in under an hour. What did we accomplish? Well, we found a pretty rare netherstone, but not a particularly useful one for our build. And we found a couple cards in random loot. We beat another nether boss, and in fact, next episode, we have a false god fight coming up. And other than that, it was good to finally have an episode where there's, other than that one incident where we summoned a bunch of Pandoras, only to realize that they're not actually silenced the way I wanted them to. Other than that, nothing really happened that really slowed us down too much. It was a nice, easy, well-flowing, nicely flowing episode. The kind that I like. And the kind that I hope you enjoy as well. Right? It was a good one, and I hope next one is going to be good as well. So on that note, it is time for me to say thank you so much for watching. I do hope you had a good time, and I hope you'll join me for the next one as well. And until then, take care.